Well, well, what's this? I've got a feeling this could mean a bomb shelter. Could be wrong, of course. I often am. Hello, anyone at home? Somebody made a little shelter for a homeless dog. That would be a nice thought, wouldn't it? Well now, this is definitely my kind of thing. Steampunk-tastic. What do you reckon? It's actually outside a restaurant, and I'm beginning to get a feeling that some of the restaurants really do go above and beyond in their efforts to artistically gain the attention of passers-by. And clearly, in my case, it's working. It's just a shame I'm not going in there, isn't it? I hope they put the same amount of attention, money and effort into what comes out of the kitchen, but good on them. There's more. Well, well. Would you believe it? They don't have to do this, do they? I don't think they have to. It's not a part of the licensing law. Before you get a license granted, you have to agree contractually to make the exterior of your restaurant handsome and very interesting for passers-by. Super. And you know what I'm thinking? My mind is being cast back to the big park. If you remember, the big park here in Khmelnitskyii has a number of vehicles, cars, helicopters, space rockets on a massive scale, all sorts of things which one mad professor living in the city, or genius I should say, or a team of local council workmen on their time off have taken the trouble to piece together for the delight of primarily the children, I guess, but also the adults like me who love such things. And what's this? I'm wondering, I was thinking, is it from an old telephone box? Was that the initial? I don't think so. No, was it an old outdoor toilet? Reminds me a little bit of my friend's outdoor toilet in the village, and I'm just thinking, okay, I think you need to have a word with your husband, see if he can come up with something as striking for your outdoor toilet and outdoor shower. That would be a challenge, wouldn't it? Artistically. Super, super, super. But my friends back in the village, they have super outdoor functioning facilities devised by the genius of my good friend's husband. He's one of those guys who can do absolutely everything, you know, and do it extremely well. And if he doesn't know how to do it, looks on YouTube, sees videos and learns how to do it. And I'm talking about technical stuff, building stuff, construction, plumbing, electrics and all sorts. He's got such a great ability to do that and a willingness to do it. Yeah, puts the likes of me to shame, I have to admit. I'm just going to pop over the road because I saw some curious looking fungi, or was it fungi? That's a question which has just been niggling away at me recently, because I walked up here a couple of days ago and somewhere on the ground was a bunch of stuff which I really wasn't sure what it was. Okay, I'll stop hunting for fungi. Instead of hunting for fungi, I think I'll go back to the ranch because there are a few things I want to do. Hang on a minute, is that a fungi? Is that a mushroom? Aha. Well, this isn't what I saw before, but it kind of proves my point, doesn't it? It doesn't prove your point at all, you fool. It proves nothing at all. Just, I don't know, some cauliflower brain has fallen out of a zombie's head. Okay, so there be fungi in these hills. Interesting. And if you knew your fungi, you might be tempted to scrape that lot up, take it home, cook it up, polish it off for tea tonight with a couple of slices of bacon and a fried egg. Or not. What do we have here? Looks like it could be in anything really, doesn't it? But, it says Casa, lots of posters. That suggests to me it's a theatre. Premiere of Roxalana. Roxalana, of course. Possibly the most famous Roxalana, although I hesitate to say it, don't I? I was going to say the Ukrainian pop singer who represented Ukraine about 15 years ago, was it? With wild dances in the Eurovision Song Contest. That was a cracking song and a cracking performance. But the historical most famous Roxalana, of course, was the favourite wife of the great Suleiman the Magnificent. Or was he the terrible Suleiman the Magnificent? Ottoman Empire. He wrote a poem dedicated to her, and it's not an exact word for word translation given my limitations of memory, but in it he says something about, I am the master of the universe, but a beggar at your door. Oh, hang on a minute. All day long I'm working very hard. Oi. Do 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 do. Yeah, enough of my audition for Top Hole. Yeah, this has got to be Fiddler on the Roof, hasn't it? Hasn't it? What do you reckon? Have I lost my mind entirely? It's got to be Fiddler on the Roof. And the good thing about being in a country where you don't know the language, if you recognise what the production is, you can buy yourself a competitively priced ticket, go in and still enjoy the performance, because frankly, who goes to a musical to necessarily get absorbed with all the dialogue? It's the songs which make it, don't they? Isn't that what it's about? So you could go to a musical performance, and regardless of what language the songs are sung in, you can still have a rocking good time, I think. I know I've done it in the past. It's rather like opera. If you don't mind a bit of opera, if you like a bit of opera from time to time, you can enjoy that. I mean, most of them are in Italian. Whether they're in Italian, French, German, Russian, I don't think it really matters. In fact, I'd rather hear an opera in Italian than in any other language, because it's the rocking tunes rather than the not so fantastic acting, not so fantastic dialogue between the tunes. It's the tunes. They're the things which are most important and can give you a wonderful experience. Yeah, just my thought anyway. And over here, of course, we've got a Chinese garden in Khmelnitskyii. Did he really say that? Or is it a Japanese garden in Khmelnitskyii? Will there be koi carp in that large pond? So that would suggest Japanese garden, wouldn't it? No water, no carp, abandoned. Oh dear. Right, well. I'll tell you what, this kind of jumps at me a little bit. I'm thinking of a scene from one part of one book I started writing a few years ago. And this kind of looks like the abandoned, or the dilapidated, I should say, not quite abandoned, but dilapidated dying temple scene. Yeah, with the unpleasant monks and the dogs. Oh, speaking of which, who's that? Okay. I'm going. Please, I'm going. Crikey. He just wanted me to say please, I guess. Blimey. Well, that isn't what happened in the book. Did you like that? The fact I was polite to him? It would have been a shame if he'd bitten me, wouldn't it? That was going through my mind. Oh, here we go. Things come in threes, don't they? So what's going to happen next? I'm going to get bitten by a dog, and he'll probably have rabies. Yeah, Khmelnitskyii. What is it about Khmelnitskyii that's got all this going on? Yeah, strange. What do you make of that? I'm not sure what to make of it myself. Perhaps just a homeless dog who's considered himself at home there and protects his territory. Anyway, no harm done. You'll be glad to know no dogs were harmed during the shooting of that little bit of film footage. Just wanted me to say please. Bless him. Do 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 do. All day long I work very hard to bring my YouTube videos to you. I risk getting bitten by wild dogs. Okay, I think that's enough adventure for one day, don't you? What on earth's going to happen tomorrow? I really don't know. But I hope nothing. I'd like some boring days, please. Boring days without hospital visits, without emergency services being required, without a vicious dog. Maybe I'll just go mushroom picking. No, I can't do that because I don't really know what I'm doing. And I don't have any cooking facilities. And if I did, it'd be high risk. I'd probably end up poisoning myself. Yeah, I didn't think that through, did I? It just seemed like a nice relaxing thing to do in a cool forest in the shade. Anyway, I think it's over and out from me. Until the next time. The walkie-talkie, full of adventure, you never know what's going to happen next channel. Nah, I can't really do that. Time for rebranding. Pay attention and you won't get hit by traffic. That's what I like to tell myself. I like to tell myself that, but of course it doesn't necessarily mean it will follow. What a day.